HerKunai, and
LightNReset.
we're back with another solo tier list, and it's going to consist of brain dead, skilled, average, below average, and trolling characters. And sadly, on today's video, with heavy hearts, I am here to say our first character is going to be Zipping Ying.
Unfortunate.
And so unfortunate. Um, she's still she's still brain dead. She has grace and sustainability. Her regen is greater than everybody in the game. Not even lying. Let's not forget that she has a shield to escape almost every situation she's in, and it lasts about 12 seconds. Yeah, 12. Well, it might be 8 in like solos or duos, depending on which mode it is. But still, 8 seconds of running away and not being able to be chased is kind of crazy. And Light, do you want to introduce Akos?
Of course. So next we have Akos on our list. He is also going in the brain dead tier list. Unfortunate to all those Akos players, I'm sorry, but this guy does so much damage and has so much mobility. He has his purple jump. He can like CC you but also deal the same damage at the same time, knock you down, and do that 2 times. Like that's amazing. Like especially in solos when there's no one else to help you. You're just by yourself taking all that damage.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Now I'm thinking about it in solos.
I don't see any downside because he does have health recovery as well with that, I believe, in like self defense. His like F1, I believe it is. He gets like a defense up. He's very
Yeah.
rounded in a lot of things.
Yep. Yes, he is. And are we moving on to Zai here?
Yes, we are.
Um, Zai is also very broken still. She has high damage, health recovery. Her abilities go through the walls.
We love
She
that.
CCs you and staggers you. And she has a gold stance every time that she holds her RT R2. And for PC players, I'm not quite sure what it is, but Light can tell you.
Her abilities?
Her ultimate,
Or
her
ultimate,
voltage gold
it's
stance.
the left click on the mouse button and right click on the mouse button, and you have to like hold it to get
Yeah.
that like chain
All you have to
CC.
do is do that and go gold. To go
Yeah,
gold, that's all you have to do is kind of crazy. Dash, do that, dash, do that, dash, do that. Like,
kind of amazing.
okay, yeah. So that will be the end of our brain dead list. Guild, we're gonna be starting off with Tarka here. If my wonderful partner wanna tell everybody why he's so broken.
Of course. So people were saying why is Tarka and trolling in the trios tier list, but he's making his comeback. Okay, he's making his comeback. So we're putting Tarka in skilled. Tarka has great escape, especially if he wants to like reset in his ultimate. If he's super low, but also he can use that as like an engage. He's very difficult to 1v1 Tarka in his ult. It's just
Yeah.
he has that flame behind him. He burns you. He has that speed and also like that
Mm-hmm.
infinite combo, like the near infinite or like the infinite
Yeah.
combo. That's very deadly, especially in 1v1s when no one can help you with that.
It almost feels as if he can turn a disengage into an engage, right? Because he's running away, you're following him, you're burning at the same time, and at any moment you try to attack him, he can easily just hit you with his flame little thing, hit you up in the air, infinite you. And if you don't have a usable while attack move, it's kind of up for you.
Exactly. It's just like he can just switch the tables very quickly if you really know how to
Very
play him.
quickly. Most definitely.
Well, next.
And we're
Oh,
going to Takeda now.
yes, we
Takeda?
are. We are going to Takeda. We are putting him in the skill tier.
Yes, we are. And the reason why is because he also, like Tarka, I don't think it's as great as Tarka, but I definitely seen a lot of Takeda players put people in an infinite with his ult. And that's not kind of new. I've been seeing that for a while now, actually. He can also attack you in his ult, like send the little demons after you in his ult while he's in a CC. Like he can do that while he's involved as Whirlpool. I don't know if anybody else noticed, but he can definitely still CC you and get you off of him while he's in a CC. And he can also self heal. Like every time that little demon snatch away your soul, he's getting health from that. Like literally.
I
So
actually
yeah.
I actually didn't know he can throw out his demon thing while he's CC'd. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's killed me a couple times now. 60.
Unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna let you introduce the next.
Next one, we got our lovely Valda. Valda, we believe she's going in the skill tier. So
Mm-hmm.
with Volda, like same with our like last video, she does have a lot of like she's very well rounded with like her amount of CC she has. She also like her V2 ability with her ultimate. It's very self-sustained, especially when there's like a huge fight going on and you want to be in the fight for a long time. You can use it very defensively for the damage reduction, but also for like offensive with your whirlpools. You get three of them, and you can catch multiple people in it. So like, let's say you're running a staff or a spear, you can like hit multiple people on it, get two people out of the fight quickly. So I feel like she's very good if like you're in a bad situation.
Okay, I agree. I definitely agree.
Honestly, I only downside I probably would think is just aiming your like V2 or maybe your like F1, but you have to like combo it properly. But also like maybe mobility wise. But other than that, I feel like she's very, very strong in the solos tier list.
I also very much agree. Hmm.
Well, next we're
Oh,
gonna be going on to
Matari.
Mitari.
She's that's my main. I love Matari. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me explain Matari, y'all. I think Matari is a very strong solo player. She has the ability to third party almost everybody in the game. Well, anybody can third party. Matari just does it best. Tipsy. Who's gonna argue with me?
No
Nobody
one.
wants to argue.
No one. No
She
one.
can literally ult third party, get the kill, get out, or she can just ult just to escape any situation she's in. Like, come on now. Unless you have a character like Valda or somebody that can really see her when she's invisible, like if you can see the little outlines of her, then like you're kind of it's like a get out of jail free card. Like I've never been stopped personally. I've never been stopped by anybody other than like a Valda. There's probably other characters that could definitely stop Matari, but Valda, I feel like Valda does it the best, in my opinion. Um, she does have an ult where if she wants, when she backstabs you or do any damage to you, she can heal. And let's not forget that when she ults, she gets her abilities reset, and then her flutters go like way further. Like her teleports go way further when she's in her ult. So yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I
Very crazy.
I honestly totally agree with the third partying because like I've seen Mataris like it's not even that common for Mataris to grab that ability. Her I think it's her F3 that makes her teleport backwards, but to like her
Mm-hmm.
original spot. But I've seen Mataris like go invisible, like engage into a fight, backstab, kill somebody quickly, and then after use their ability to go back to where they came from. Like there's she's so versatile in what she uses her abilities for. Like that's why I feel like she's in the
Definitely.
skilled tier, not the brain dead, because you actually need to know what you're doing.
Definitely. I agree there. And then let's not forget, I'm not going to say she fully rivals anybody on the brain dead list, but she definitely can take Zai to a fight. She could give a good fight to a Zai.
Exactly.
Not in the aspect of like weapon to weapon fighting because she'll just get staggered by Zai's burning chains. But if Zai's using the burning chains and the Matari's not in range to get hit by it, don't forget Matari can definitely backstab her and interrupt that gold focus. Like she can just stop it, and then from there, if the Matari is good enough, she could put the Zai into a combo if the Zai doesn't press gold so fast to the point where it's like you can't combo her. But yeah, you can definitely backstab her a couple times and try to get her into a combo because it will break it.
I do love that backstab.
We do love that backstab. But yes, next we have Furia on the list, and I'm gonna let Light go ahead and introduce her.
All right, Furia. Honestly, I had mixed opinions about Furia being in either the average or skill tier, but we came to the conclusion she is in the skill tier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Furia, her of course she's a transformer. She has a second life. Um, the reason why I was like kind of debating if she was an average or skilled is because in solos a lot of people just like third party by like using range weapons, and she can like get and she's a big target. Of course, she has a big hitbox. But the thing to contradict that is that she can also like heal in her mech, so like she can sustain herself and she has high mobility to get out of a fight. So that's why I feel like she would be in this more of the skill tier. But also I've seen a lot of Furia's learn combo extensions with her ability. I don't know how they
Mm-hmm.
do it, but I mean, if you know how to do it, then you're in the skill tier for sure.
Ayo Sips T, Furia video coming soon.
Oh, well, I'm
Smash ear
glad.
behind ear.
I'm gonna watch that. I need to learn some Furia.
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, next we have Justina, and we all know we love our Justina,
We
our
all love
icy
Justina.
queen, our little Elsa or whatever.
Elsa Anna.
But yeah, she has very high mobility. She can easily escape certain situations depending on if she has her ult or not. She can self heal with her F1. She does really well in 1v1 situations because she does have the fact that she can heal her armor if she's running her F1 and the other person kind of there looking stupid. They can try to heal, but then she can just leave her ice and just go attack them. She can CC with her ult. She can switch targets very easily in her ult as well. She can freeze somebody, turn around, freeze the other person, depending on what ult she's running, of course. I just feel like she's very strong right now. Definitely not really compared to the brain section or more so the higher tier. I definitely feel like she can take on some of the higher tier people of this list though. Like she can probably take out a Tarka.
Oh yeah,
Depending on skill, of course. Matari, because she can CC Matari, as I was saying before. Matari's downside is CCs. So yeah, I feel like she definitely can rival some of the people on this list here. But I'm gonna go ahead and not talk too much about her, and we're gonna bring in Tumult. Light.
of course. Tumult, we are gonna be putting him in the skill tier as well. Tumult, he has a lot of like AoE slowing and CC with his little tornadoes as well as his ultimate. The reason why we put him in skill tier is because you have to like quickly finish off your target in your ult. Like let's say you pop your ult, no projectiles can go in or out, of course, and it's hard to fight and like it's hard for the other person to like get out of it. So basically, like if someone's trying to third party you, you pop that ultimate, they don't want to go in into your ult. After you finish off the person, you can also reset in that ultimate, so you heal yourself. And so he has so much 1v1 capabilities to
Mm-hmm.
just like not get third partied. Like he has his CC slows. If you want to add to anything to that, but honestly, such a great solos player from just like not being able to get third partied, in my opinion.
Yeah, and he could also turn like a 3v1 into a 2v them because he has a tornado by his side, and that tornado is the greatest friend that anybody can have in this game, honestly.
Tornadoes are awesome.
Okay, like that slow is kind of crazy, and the fact that it's hard to even escape it, you're slowed while you're in it. You can get CC'd while you're in it. No
Yep.
projectiles can come in or out, and when you're trying to get out, you're just floating. You're floating
It
like susceptible, like you're
it's
in a CC. Like getting out, you have to go through a CC to get out, and there's no way to like go through that. And if
exactly
y'all
it's
want to see on how to get through it, watch my tips video coming up, Sips T.
ooh. Also, it's like a mini domain expansion, honestly. If you guys watch Jujutsu
Oh,
Kaisen.
hold on.
Hello?
Going there. Hello.
Alrighty.
Who do we have next here on this list? We have Yoda Hime. Okay. She was my first main. She's my first main. I love Yodo. She has great damage. She has a lot of combo extensions. She heals off her ult. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of her ult, all of her ults. I'm not a biggest fan of it. The variations, in my opinion, are kind of underwhelming. I just feel like a lot of characters got reworked in a way, and I feel like Yoda Hime's been left behind in a way. Kind of her kit kind of lackluster. I don't have a problem with her abilities. It's literally just the ults really. They kind of just feel underwhelming, especially the fact that it's really pretty much easy for people to dodge them. I feel like we need something in return. I don't know exactly what we need in return, but we definitely need something in return. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you what would need to be changed for her ultimates because like it is very underwhelming as you said, and it's just
Mhm.
something needs to change. But maybe a group of people need to come together and figure that out.
Yeah, like the best thing she has in her kit is in my opinion, is her F3, which is blocks all melee and range shots and it's usable while attacked. But like her first ability is cool because once you kill somebody, you get it reset it. Her second ability is the one that's kind of lackluster because it's like you just fling it out and then you slice, but it's like it has no range, which I feel like Yoda Hime as like an assassin kind of character should have some type of range with that ability. I know her first one she can teleport to it, but I just feel like her second ability could be something a bit more than just throwing it out and then slicing an area right in front of you. Like maybe if it had like a health regain effect on it, like as if Takeda's when he grabs somebody and slams them on the floor, he gets health back. I feel like that would be a bit more better for Yodohime if she wanted sustain because her moves don't really give her health back, except for her ult. I think it would just help her fit back into the meta a bit more because she did go from being like one of the top solo queens to like being taken over by Zai. Who else? Zipping. Like it's kind of hard for her to like rival any of these characters these days, in my opinion, in the current meta patch.
Exactly. I was honestly like maybe thinking like a burn or poison effect on their F2 ability, because I
It
honestly
definitely feels a
don't
burn.
I don't see like anyone using that. Like I use F1 for the combo extensions, but like I don't see anyone using F2.
Yeah, definitely. I agree there. But yeah, Yodohime was the last of our skilled list. Next we're gonna be going into our average, and I'm gonna let Light introduce our next queen.
Alrighty, next we have Viper. Viper, honestly, let's just start with the positives. She does have a lot of variety of CC with her silences because she has one of the most longest silences in the whole game, which is amazing for her. Props to
Mhm.
you. But also she has a lot of like high damage with her F3.
Yes, she did.
But the reason why she's in the average tier is because some negative sides about it is that her ultimate's too centered. Like you can get out of line of sight to block her ultimate. You can drop down a cliff or something like that so you don't get hit by it or like a mountain or whatever.
Crazy.
Um, you're also a very easy target to get shot down by. And so honestly, the only reason why I would think you would run Viper is maybe if you're running her V3, which is like it does small damage, it attaches onto people, it does small damage, and you can use like your abilities, you can use you can just hit people like normal. So like I feel like that would be the only ultimate you would probably want to use in solos. As well as she doesn't really have an escape route. Like most of her stuff is about engaging, and so she not having an escape and maybe being third party is very dangerous for Viper.
Yes.
Would you
That's
like
why
to?
you're gonna want to hold your ult for those situations, like when it's like too much people come around you. It's like, hold on, let me make everybody run away, type stuff.
Exactly. You just gotta be careful in
hmm
case they shoot you down.
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, so moving on to the next one, we got Wu Chen.
Yes, yes, we do have Wuchen, and Wuchen was a big, I feel like debate on the last video because it was trios. Because he, in my opinion, feels like another Matari, but like a more team oriented Matari. Like, he's definitely lower on this list and Matari is higher because the simple fact that Matari's kit already feels like a solar. Oh my gosh, I've been playing too much Naraka. But yeah, she already her kit feels like a solo player kit. Whereas Wu Chen, he takes care of the team. Atari, she takes care of the team, but she's still there for herself. Like she gets out of the situation, whereas Wu Chen teleports the whole team out. And I just feel like he's lackluster in solos as far as he doesn't really have a team to help him. He can escape a situation just like Matari, but Matari can also attack with her
Exactly.
ult, not just disengage. So I feel like that's where he falls off. Now, I'm not saying he poo poo because there's players like Wu Hashra that I know. There's other people. He's really the only person I know that really goes crazy on Wu Chen. I know a couple more. I just don't remember the name off the top of my head. But I'm not gonna say there's not a bunch of great Wu Chen players, but we are talking about average here. Like, say an average person picked up the game and started playing, I feel like they would have a bit of a struggle playing Wu Chen in solos compared to all the other characters, definitely. But he does have pretty good sustain. He has really good mobility. His abilities can clash with weapons, break weapons, take away your stamina. He definitely just is one of those characters where you have a high skill ceiling, but you really gotta do your big ones to like to do that. And
Exactly.
next we have Yoishan. I'm gonna let Light go into details about that.
Alright, so we were putting him in average. He has high damage, of course, especially transforming into that big giant soldier. Like that thing, I be running the opposite way when it starts coming after me. I'd be like, time to go, time to run. um, the only problem I have with him is that he is an easy target when he gets out of his ultimate because I don't think he has any sustain, like any healing in his ult, I think. I think he can't heal at all. So when you get out of it, you're like stationaried. And also if you like take in so much damage, you're very low health and you have to like reset. But what if everyone's just targeting you after you get out of it? Because that's what people do. So I believe he's an average because you have to know when to leave a fight after his ult. You're gonna have to like engage fully, and then after like try to get a kill, but then after you want to dip after that because you don't want the timer to run out before you get out of your ult.
Definitely, definitely. I agree there. Definitely agree there. Oh my gosh.
I honestly don't.
Um,
I don't have anything to include with you, Sean. Do you have anything?
no, I really Yoishan is like really one of my least liked characters. Sad face. I really just hate getting killed by a Yoishan. It just does something to me in the head. Like,
Especially in that
oh
ult.
my gosh, he's hopping around. He's hopping around and then when he does finally catches you, it's like you're not supposed to catch me, but you caught me, okay? And like I'm dead now because he does so much damage.
And he jumps
But
super
next year,
high.
yeah, his jump is super high. Like he can. I didn't used to see people. I don't know if he got a buff or anything, but I didn't used to see people hopping on buildings and stuff like that before. I don't know if the learning curve was not there yet before, but he's hopping on the buildings now. He's trying to snatch people out of trees now. Like what's going on here?
He's,
Snatching people out of trees is kind of crazy.
he actually is.
But yeah, now we are in the below average. And let's see.
We
We have T and High here.
unfortunate.
The monk. Don't hate us. Don't hate us. But listen, listen, listen. He has no mobility. He is an easy target and he will get sprayed down while standing there. But on the good side, he has good damage on grab if he can land it, but I'm pretty sure he won't. Because he depends on the skill level, of course. In my opinion, he should just cancel ult after popping his ult. He get the little health reset. That's the only thing he's good for in solos, in my opinion. Unless he's third partying and they don't see them little grabs coming, get out of that ult, okay?
Exactly.
Like no shade, no tea.
Like he's just such a
Sorry.
big hitbox. Like such a big hitbox. And like you're just getting shot from multiple directions. It's awful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On
I'm gonna let you bring in Karumi.
I'm sorry y'all. Like I play Kurumi so much. HerKunai
Yes.
plays Kurumi so much. But I'm gonna have to put Kurumi in trolling for the average player when playing solos.
Yeah.
Uh Kurumi is very based on of her teammates with her F abilities about attaching onto people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she like it's so much easier to be like moving around with your teammate linked and also like healing them with that passive
Right.
blink.
It's so hard to heal yourself because let's not forget once you link to the parasol, um, to get off the actual heal, there's no protection on it. Like there's no gold focus while healing yourself. Like zipping could just pop a heal, dash to the left or right, free, no stamina charge. Okay, like let's not forget that Karumi can get like hit and attacked while she's like trying to heal herself because she has to get out the whole parasol first. Like she has to cast it. She has to summon the umbrella. Okay. And then after she summons it, she has to actually click another button to pop the heal. And what usually happens is somebody with a dagger, somebody with any kind of weapon comes while you throws out the parasol, and now you're getting attacked. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't heal. But you know what I can do? I can use my golden focus to get me out of this attack, and then you use your golden focus, and now your ability's on cooldown, and you can't heal yourself.
Exactly. It's very difficult playing her because you also can't like reset the cooldown by switching targets and stuff like that kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. Um, in my opinion, like to play with her ability in solos, you're gonna have to like set it up. I actually have a clip and I'll actually put it into this video. But you have to like place it down before you enter the fight and play around it. Like you're gonna be playing like Duck Duck Goose over here. Like you're gonna be running around that thing and wait until they get near enough for your umbrella. Then you left click or whatever it is on controller and you teleport and knock them back to deal some damage. But um, the positive side about Kurumi is that if you are a very experienced player or an expert at Kurumi, you'll definitely be able to put her in the average or skill tier. So don't hate us on putting her in trolling because we don't want to, but it is the fact.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Guys, that is actually going to conclude our wonderful, wonderful, opinionated, heavy on it,
Yes.
Mickey style.
Yes.
Tier list. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a comment saying what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. Tell us your opinions, anything we can work on. We're very open to opinions since we give ours all the time. But yeah, Light, it was definitely wonderful having you in the video.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Yeah, but okay, guys, we'll see you next time.
Queen of the kings, running so fast, spinning the wind. Nothing in this world can stop this breath.